Dogs like the Bloodhound have been in existence for centuries, used by noblemen to track game and the ritual of the hunt. The dogs take their name from the care taken in recording their ancestry or bloodlines, so they were blooded hounds. Today's bloodhounds descend from the Saint Hubert hound, created in the 8th century France to follow difficult trails in search of treacherous game such as wild boar. William the Conqueror brought Saint Hubert hounds with him when he conquered England in 1066, and it was there that the bloodhound eventually blossomed some 800 years later. The Victorians were famous for creating dog breeds as we know them today, as previously there had been no breed standards and rarely any record keeping of bloodlines. The rise of dog shows and a widespread interest in keeping of fine or rare animals helped to save many breeds from extinction. The Bloodhound was one of them. His ability as a man-trailer and the patronage of Queen Victoria, herself a noted dog lover, saved him from falling into oblivion. Man-trailing with bloodhounds became a popular leisure activity, and it didn't take long before the police recognized the bloodhound's usefulness in tracking down criminals. These days, the bloodhound is still a favored member of many law enforcement teams, and his testimony is even accepted in court. The Boxer was developed as a working breed in Germany in the late 19th century. He belongs to the family of bull breeds, which include the Bulldog, Bull Terrier, and Dogue de Bordeaux, to name just a few. In his modern incarnation, the Boxer has existed for only about a century, but you can see hints of him in the dog's portrait on old tapestries from the 16th and 17th century. Those big Mastiff type dogs may have been the ancestors of the Boxer. They were known as Bullenbeißer, a German word meaning bull biter. Bullenbeißer were used on great estates to bring down large game, and later they were employed by butchers and cattle drovers to keep livestock in line. The American Kennel Club first registered the Boxer in 1904. The breed didn't catch on right away, and the dislike for German breeds that occurred during World War I didn't also help. It wasn't until the 1940s and 1950s that the Boxer became a popular breed. In 1951, a Boxer named Bangaway won Best in Show in Westminster, the third Boxer to do so, and for a time he was a rock star. Boxers today are more refined and elegant than their ancestors, but they're still strong, smart, and fearless. The breed currently ranks 8th among those registered by the AKC. The Bloodhound is calm by nature, but by no means lazy. Forget that image of the sleepy hound on the front porch. This is a working dog capable of trailing a scent for hours or even days. Life with a Bloodhound puppy can be best described as bedlam. Bloodhounds are master chewers and can easily destroy walls, doors, and furniture if left unchecked. They will also eat anything in the hope that it's food, including but not limited to rocks, socks, toys, plastic wrap, kitchen towels, etc. The list goes on and on. It's not unusual for this breed to require multiple veterinary visits or even surgeries to deal with intestinal blockages. Constant supervision and a good crate are essential to raising a Bloodhound puppy. A bored Bloodhound with energy to burn will create his own entertainment. He's a champion hole digger and can remodel your lawn in no time flat. Given the slightest opportunity, he will escape your yard to follow an intriguing scent and wander for miles before realizing home is nowhere to be found. He's not able to backtrack, so it's best to prevent breakouts by enclosing your yard as thoroughly as if it were Alcatraz or Fort Knox. The Bloodhound is renowned for his gentle nature, but beneath that placid exterior lies a tough, stubborn, independent hound. Training a Bloodhound requires skill, cunning, and what some might call bribery. Positive reinforcement, particularly with food rewards, is the way to win a Bloodhound's heart and mind. Force, on the other hand, will get you nowhere. When it's employed, the Bloodhound will simply don the mantle of passive resistance and refuse to do anything. For best results, begin training your Bloodhound when he's young and still somewhat malleable. To fulfill the Bloodhound's need to work, channel his amazing scenting ability with long, slow walks or hikes, permitting him to sniff out and explore trails. If possible, teach him to man-trail, as he's born to do it after all, and get involved in your local search and rescue organization. If nothing else, teach him to play hide and seek around your house. His skills will come in handy when you lose things. When you walk your Bloodhound, he must be on a leash, otherwise he'll take off when he finds a good scent, going at a pace that you won't be able to match. Bloodhounds have no street sense and will follow a trail into traffic or onto train tracks. Pulling is second nature to this very strong dog, so good leash manners are essential. Start teaching them as soon as you bring your puppy home, and work with a trainer that the lessons are in fact taken. Before we continue, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as it would mean a lot. Thanks. Boxers are fun, happy dogs. They play willingly with family and friends and are patient and gentle with children. Boxers are also loyal and will respond courageously to anything that threatens their loved ones. They're also incredibly smart, but they don't always take training seriously. For best results, be firm, fair, and consistent with your boxer. Appropriate rewards and consequences will teach him that good things happen when he does what you want and that he is never rewarded for disobeying. Boxers are good at spotting loopholes in the rules, and they will push to see what they can get away with. And start early. Your little 8-week-old boxer will be much easier and more fun to teach than his bigger, more stubborn 8-month-old self. Use treats, toys, and praise to lure and motivate him. Some good outlets for a boxer's energy include playing fetch, going for an hour-long walk, or training for agility or another dog sport. With structure, discipline, and lots of exercise and mental stimulation, a boxer can become the dog of your dreams. Without those things, well, he can turn into a nightmare. The amount of damage a bored boxer can do is beyond your wildest imaginations. Don't give him the opportunity to enlighten you. In bloodhounds, the most serious and potentially expensive health problems are hip and elbow dysplasia, eye conditions such as entropion as the eyelids roll inward, extropion as the eyelids roll outward, and a condition known as dry eye are potential concerns. Another health problems that may affect the bloodhound is hypothyroidism, a common hormonal disease in dogs in which the thyroid gland doesn't produce enough thyroxine. Not all of these conditions are detectable in a growing puppy, and it's impossible to predict whether an animal will be free of these maladies, which is why you must find a reputable breeder who is committed to breeding the healthiest animals possible. The boxer is unfortunately prone to a number of health problems, but boxer lovers are a dedicated bunch and are very aggressive in trying to reduce and eliminate genetic diseases in their dogs. Boxers are at risk for degenerative myelopathy, a form of progressive neurological dysfunction. Boxers are more susceptible to many other breeds to bloating, a condition in which the stomach expands with air. This can become a more serious condition called gastric torsion if the stomach twists on itself and cuts off blood flow. Boxers are also at increased risk of many other diseases including allergies, skin problems, and cancers including lymphoma, hemangiosarcoma, mast cell tumors, and more. A good breeder will be able to discuss how prevalent these and other conditions that have no genetic screening tests are in their dog lines and help puppy buyers make an informed decision about health risks to their dog. Bloodhounds have short, easy care coats in black and tan, liver and tan, or red, and need only a weekly brushing or wipe down. That's where the easy part stops. The wrinkles must be cleaned regularly and kept dry to prevent infection. Be prepared to wash your bloodhound's face thoroughly after every meal and wipe his mouth after he drinks water, before he shakes his head and sling water and drool everywhere. Use a rubber hound glove to brush the bloodhound's short coat, remove dead hair, and distribute skin oils. You can brush the dog daily or weekly depending on your tolerance for finding dog hair around the house. Bloodhounds shed seasonally in the spring and fall. A tool called a shedding blade can come in handy during that time to help remove the excess hair. Bloodhounds typically don't need baths very often if they're brushed regularly. They have a distinctive odor that most people either love or loathe, so if you're a loather, don't think you can bathe the smell away. It's an inherent part of the dog and is something you must live with if you want a bloodhound. The boxer is an easy care dog. His short, smooth coat benefits from weekly brushing with a firm bristle brush or rubber curry brush to keep it shiny and healthy and remove dead hairs that would otherwise find their way to your clothes and furniture. Frequent baths are not needed unless he gets dirty, but with the gentle dog shampoos available now, you can bathe a boxer weekly if you want without harming his coat. Clean the ears as needed with a solution recommended by your vet. Don't use cotton swabs inside the ear as they can push gunk further down. Wipe out the ear with a cotton ball, never going deeper than the first knuckle of your finger. Trim the nails every couple of weeks or as needed. Don't let them get so long that you can hear them clicking on the floor. Alright guys, which one do you think you'll get? Tell me down in the comments.